Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we are with a bit of an overview video. Quite few of you have been asking recently, especially in the last couple of weeks, and I was meant to do my account overview video when I reach 2 million overall hero base rating, which we have done some time ago now, because we're now at 2,018,000, which is kind of cool. So we have 628 champions overall, all in all. So this is my profile now with Dr. Doom, Warlock, Phoenix and Namor in it. Now my Warlock is only 166 now, so he's still 34.6 out from being maxed, but that is my by far highest sigged up 6-star champion. And the rest of the stats are not kind of too important. I'm still in NY 718. We are 54.5 million alliance, and yeah, so that's kind of the base stats there. So if we can go into the champions, I actually have been slightly lazy. So obviously 1-stars are just the ones that are here basically. 2-star champions, I still have a few to rank. I think there are 5 left to max out, which is because of the event that they did like a month or 2 ago, where we did have a chance to acquire a whole bunch of new 2-stars, which was awesome. And I definitely like those kind of things because it's always nice to collect some new champions, and it's definitely great to see some more new faces added to the 2-star roster, even though realistically nobody ever uses them aside from some quirky videos occasionally. But it's still cool. I like it. And yeah, so we have few 2-stars to rank. When it comes to 3-stars, let me check. I think I have only have 2 3-stars that have not been maxed out, which is Mr. Fantastic and Man-Thing, because they're fairly recent and it's not like I'm in any kind of big of a rush to rank them up. Now I'm probably missing some because I never try and collect all of them on purpose. No, I'm definitely missing 3-star Vision Arcus and Elza Bloodstone, because I don't have Elza Bloodstone at all, and Vision Arcus only have 6 stars, no 3, 4 or 5s. But yeah, so for most part we have majority of the 3-stars and majority of them have been ranked up, which is kind of cool, which is definitely making me more excited for a new variant that's going to come out, where it was stated that they will be a requirement to use your 1, 2 and 3-star champions or something like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to actually utilizing them in exploring some type of content. But if I'm honest, all in all, I do get to use my 3-stars quite a bit, because I do 3-star master mode stuff and the races with KT Candy and stuff like that. So all in all, I do get to use my 3-star champions, which I'm happy about. So I'm also always interested in ranking them up and checking out some newer champions and stuff like that. Now when it comes to 4-star champions, and I think 4-star champions are in a very kind of unfortunate position in the game, because realistically for vast majority of the time you can't really justify using any tier 4 basics on these guys anymore, even tier 1 alphas, man, because those resources are always a bottleneck. Currently I'm always being held up most by tier 4 basics, tier 1 alphas and tier 2 alphas to a degree as well, and you just don't get to rank these guys up past rank 3, because that's where the tier 4 basics come in. And it's kind of unfortunate. I think the resource cost of these guys should be decreased drastically now that the game has shifted so much forward to 5 and 6 stars. Because yeah, man, it kind of stinks, because sometimes you get a 4-star that's new that you don't have as a 5 or 6-star, and you still would like to take him in where you can and just have some fun with it, whether it's uncollected or something else, but you don't really get to rank them past rank 3, and I am not a big fan of that. That might actually be a good idea for a video, that proposing to reduce the rank up cost of 4-star champions, because you can't afford to waste any tier 4 basics on 4-stars basically. I think we have 54, 55 maxed out. I haven't maxed out any new 4-stars in a really long time. We do have quite a bunch. We still have a bunch of rank 1, rank 2s as well, but yeah, I'm not really ranking them any of them up past rank 3, so that's where all the 4-star progression stops. Now, when it comes to 5-star champions, I don't even actually know how many we do have now, so I suppose it would be worth checking it out. I do know that I have 24 maxed out 5-stars. This is a number that I do know, but yeah, let's check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 full lanes. That would make it 120, 138, 140, 143 5-stars. Yeah, 143 I think. Now, unfortunately, I still have a bunch at rank 1 because I have been getting some new ones recently, like Electro, Thor, Symbiote Supreme, Warlock, Mysterio, Starking Hand, Spider-Man. Those are the most notable ones that I need to get up to at least rank 3. But for most part, yeah, majority of the 5-stars are at rank 3, including Sunspot, which might be going up at some time in future. And all in all, obviously the game is starting to move towards 6-stars, but 5-stars are still like the bread and butter of the game, and probably the kind of like most overall used group of champions, and they still do everything just fine. Some champions I definitely do enjoy playing with and I have taken to rank 4 relatively recently is Man-Thing. Man, he's just so fun. I might max him out as well. Carnage is an incredibly fun champion that I have taken up as well. We do have some champions who seemingly should be going up soon, like either Thing or Havoc, and a bunch of the ones that I got recently. And yeah, there is that Sunspot. Then we have the Starking Hand Spider-Man, OG Thor, Symbiote Supreme. I would like, and Mysterio, I would like to get those guys up to rank 3, rank 4 as well at some point soon. But I definitely must say that I am pleased with the champions that I have. Latest additions in my rank ups here would be Mr. Fantastic, and he's a quirky one. I still haven't gotten really to the bottom of him, but he's one of those champions where you can just find new uses. Now, I don't think he's like the greatest champion in the game, or that he's going to drastically change the way you look at the game or your ability to clear content. But those synergies and that ability to affect fights when other champions are fighting, I just find it extremely interesting and useful, and there are some very interesting combinations with either Wasp or Void or Luke Cage. Then obviously the science and tech synergy with the Power Sting, and yeah, man, he's cool. I'm happy with him. Dr. Doom I have been really impressed with. He's actually one of my favorite champions to play with kind of day to day, because those slaps are awesome. The damage can be great if you don't mind sitting through some level 3 animations, and I just kind of like really enjoy the feel of the character, how you push opponents to level 3 purposely, drop that level 3, how is it guaranteed opening, and yeah, it's just a different way of playing him than it is pretty much any other champion, where you want to see your opponent at 3 bars of power, but at the same time it's still a risky time because you can't make a mistake. If you do mess up an opponent is at 3 bars of power, then obviously you're gonna get wrecked quite quickly. But yeah, Doom is one of my favorites recently. And what else there is quite new? Guillotine 2099 I think is the last rank up I made, and I still haven't really gotten to play with her too much. I bring her in for an AQ for one day, where I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't like the biggest fan, but then again the nodes weren't really perfect for her either. But all in all, I definitely look forward to using her more and checking her out in Act 6 and making an overview video, and basically just trying to learn her more and more. Other than that, obviously Nick Fury is one of my most popular kind of like champions. Love using him loads. Some champions I haven't been using as much recently as I have in past, like Medusa I hardly ever use. Magic has had a decrease in use. Omega Red I haven't used too much either. MODOK I never use. Emma Frost I don't use her as much as I'd like to. Blade and Thor Ragnarok and Sabretooth hardly see any play ever. And yeah, Phoenix obviously, occasionally I still use her for AQ. The main champions I kind of focus around is obviously Quake, Nick Fury, Captain Marvel movie, sometimes Namor, Doctor Doom, Night Thrasher, from my 5 stars. And Hyperion. I absolutely love Hyperion, and he has been my AQ Map 7 MVP by far. One thing I need to mention is that Void, I have been all the time saying that Void is one of those champions that unless you use him for war, where every health point counts, he doesn't have to be rank 5. And I still agree to that up until 6.3, because 6.3 is such a huge drastic increase of health pulls and attack, and all in all I think I might be taking up to rank 5 this guy at some point soon as well, because in 6.3 for the first time ever I kind of felt that my Void felt squishy because the block damage was too big, my health was dropping faster than I liked it to, and that was like the first piece of content where I'm starting to feel that a rank 4 Void was not ideal, where you would really want to rank 5 one. Everything else, rank 4 Void was doing just fine for me. And yeah, so Void is definitely one of the candidates to be ranked up, same as Domino, Man-Thing, some other guys. Man, there are so many great champions in this game by now, so it's always hard to decide who you want to take up. And yeah, so that pretty much gonna conclude my 5-star champions. 24 of them are maxed out. And I think how many? 24, 25, 26 of them are rank 4. So we have 55 stars at rank 4 and rank 5. That's cool. Who knew? And 6-star champions, let's quickly count those up. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 6 is what, 54. We have 55 6-star champions. So 6-star roster has increased quite considerably recently. Obviously we do have the Warlock at 660 rank 2, which is pretty much the star of the account, you would say by now. Obviously I have been extremely lucky to also get and dupe my Nick Fury. I took him to rank 2, so we have maxed out Nick Fury and then rank 2 Nick Fury. And man, he's amazing, I love him. And today was one of the first times where I was really happy that I had 2 of them, because I needed one for my AW, as AW seasons just started, and I also like to use one for AQ, and that's what I did. 5-star went to AQ, no, 6-star went to AQ, 5-star went to AW. And yeah, so we have all in all 4 champions that are ranked 2 as 6 stars currently. It's Warlock, Nick Fury, Cull Obsidian, and Wasp. Now, Cull Obsidian has been seeing the least amount of gameplay recently because I don't know, man, ever since that nerf business started and the conversation, I just don't really want to use him too much till I know for sure what's gonna happen with the guy, if that makes sense. So it's kind of all up in the air, but luckily it's already December, so that should be announced quite soon. Oh wait, we have 5 rank 2 6 stars, yeah, never mind. But yeah, we have Wasp and Human Torch as rank 2s as well. They are unduped though, but they don't really need to be duped either. So that is the reason why I have ranked them up. Now Human Torch is an extremely niche champion, and for me, he's just that. He's like a fun champion to play. Realistically, in like an average scenario, average matchup, he's definitely underwhelming. He's not somebody you want to use in generic kind of like questing scenario, but if you're up against champions that deal energy damage or just mystic champions in general, it's a great amount of fun. He can do some insane damage over time, and he all of a sudden becomes extremely fun. Also, now that Fantastic Four is out fully, it's so much easier to have him enter his like flare state and his Nova Flames activate Nova state or whatever it's called. And it's so much easier to play him if you have full Fantastic Force energy, which to be fair, you don't most of the time. But still, if you're a big Human Torch fan, definitely it's so much easier to play him with full Fantastic Force energy. And now Wasp, obviously, I always loved Wasp, still do. She's a fantastic champion. I think one of the more underrated champions in the game with her passive ability stun, which also coincidentally hasn't escaped her controversy. I always kind of catch a bullet because any champion seemingly that I have taken to rank 2 has been in middle of some sort of change, update, bug fix, or call it how you want. Human Torch supposed to get buffed, still hasn't. Wasp's passive stance is getting changed. Call Obsidian still up in there. Nick Fury got first of all, as soon as he came out, changed, and second of all, AQ got changed to make sure Nick Fury can't heal there, and obviously the Elza Bloodstone thing now for Nick Fury as well is fairly tragic. And Warlock also had an update, so I just can't seem to be able to escape controversial champions, I suppose. But other than that, some more notable additions. Well, Ebony Maw might be cool, who knows, after his balance update. We duped our Gladiator Hulk, which is also cool. Eventually he might find his way up as well, especially because those silver stars look so much better now. And we do have Namor, but unduped, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, Vision Arcus, which actually might be my next rank up. I am quite strongly leaning towards taking him to rank 2 even unduped, because I find him incredibly fun and his damage output is great. Now, I do have Corvus now, but I'm kind of slowly moving over Corvus. I'm not too sure if I'm going to take him to rank 2 yet. Now, if he was duped, I would probably take him to rank 2, because I would be fully willing to accept that he might be my first rank 3 champion as well, because we don't know which class is going to be the first one that we form, the full TFIB, so kind of need to be ready for everything, I suppose. And other than that, there is obviously Massacre and Red Hulk combo, so if Domino goes up, these two might find their way up to rank 2 quite soon as well. And we have Thing and Carnage and Omega Red and Darkhawk all unduped. Killmonger Sentinel still unduped as well. And yeah, so I do have some good 6-star champions. Unfortunately, most of them are unduped at the moment. Like, I would absolutely love a 6-star Sentinel dupe, 6-star Omega dupe, or Killmonger as well. And duping Thing would be amazing. So there are definitely ways to go when it comes to my 6-star roster, but it has made some considerable progress and it is looking better than it was a couple months ago, so that's for sure. But Warlock's so insane, I love him. And yeah, so that will pretty much conclude it for my champions. There's 45 6-stars and 5 of them are at rank 2 currently. And other than that, what else can we go and check out? We can check out the catalysts. I have 7 TFIBs currently, and even though it's 7 right now, AQ rewards are about to come in. I'm about to explore the uncollected, so we're gonna form the 8th one probably this week as well, because yeah, AQ is some serious TFIB shards these days. And then we have tier 4 basics, like 10 of them, but my biggest bottleneck at the moment is tier 2 alphas, because I just can't ever seem to have enough. Tier 2 alphas, tier 1 alphas, man, they are not hard to come by, but there's never enough of them, if that makes sense. When it comes to tier 5 catalysts, I'm not even all that close to forming any. I have the most of mutant catalyst fragments, 24, so that's over half of mutant catalyst. And then I have science at 18k, skill at 16k, and yeah, those are basically the 3 that are somewhat higher. Cosmic is 9k, Mystic is 4.9k, and the Tech is 9.9k. So yeah, we're not that close, as most people would think that everybody's about to start taking 6 stars to rank 3. No, it's not going to be everybody. It's going to be very, very few people who are going to get the ability to rank up that 6 star to rank 3 soon. Most of the tier 5 catalyst situation for endgame players looks thereabouts like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much for catalyst. Obviously not really struggling with tier 4 CCs or anything like that, not that it matters in particular. Now items, I do not have my generic gem, because last one we used for Captain Marvel movie version. I do have 2 5-star Tech Awakening gems, that's kind of neat. 1 mutant left over. I used 1 on Namor, I think, last. Then we don't have any skill or science gems, and we have 2 Mystic left. At one point I had 4 Mystic Awakening gems, and then I used 1 on Doctor Doom, and I used 1 on Man-Thing. These two, well, basically I have Symbiote Supreme, which I recently pulled, so there is a high chance that Symbiote Supreme is going to get one of these, and another one probably will get saved for Black Widow Clairvoyant if I ever get her. But yeah, that's not too relevant, I suppose. Boosts, everything in order. Loads of 6 stones. I still have a bunch of 6 stones also expiring as well because of the Cyber Weekend deals. I actually used like 170 of them on kind of champions like Ghost or Void that were really high sig, but I just wanted to finish maxing them out, and Mr. Fantastic and stuff like that, and we still have a bunch in overflow. So I'm gonna have to figure out who is gonna get the rest of these. And we still have obviously 125 here. So basically for 5-star 6 stones, I'm not kind of stressed at all. And 6-star 6 stones, I used most of those on Warlock, generic ones and all tech ones anyways. Rank up gems, I do have 3 to 4 cosmic rank up gem, which was initially meant for Silver Surfer, and is still probably gonna go to Silver Surfer when I do manage to get him duped and rank up for prestige reasons. Unfortunately, the guy has been a dud, but prestige is still a thing, so we're still gonna be trying to get Silver Surfer, just with a lot less enthusiasm about it. But hey, you know, needs must. And yeah, so this one is gonna go to Silver Surfer, and then I have skill 1. Currently, probably the most plausible candidate for this skill 1 is Stealth Suit Spidey. I'm not the biggest fan of the guy, but that is kind of like the only good skill champion that I don't have ranked up to rank 4 or 5 yet. Or possibly this might get saved up for a Squirrel Girl as well, because I think she was skill. So I'm gonna see what happens with that. If I manage to take up Stealth Spidey before Squirrel Girl comes out, fair enough. If Squirrel Girl comes out before I manage to take up Stealth Spidey, then this might end up being there. And then I still have 2 2015 Mystic rank 3 to 4 gems. One of them has Doctor Strange name on it as soon as I pull him, but I have not been lucky. I have tried hard, but I haven't been able to get Doctor Strange as a 5-star, so that kind of stinks. But anyway, so one is gonna go to Doctor Strange and one is gonna get saved till whenever, basically, because I'm not using it on Juggernaut. I mean, come on. Or I don't know, man, maybe Thor Jane Foster is gonna go up. But yeah, that's pretty much it about my account. So we did cover items, we did cover catalyst, we did cover champions. Not really gonna go in the crystal stash because there's nothing kind of like too great to show off. I haven't been hoarding the crystals or anything. Only thing worth mentioning, I suppose, is that we do have over 1,000 gold crystals. Where are they? We do have, yeah, 140 greater gold crystals, 7 uncollected gold crystals, and 1,100 golden crystals. So we are upcoming the time of the 5-year anniversary celebration where all the gold will have basically 20% boost. So that's when we're going to be opening all of them and see how much gold we can get for that. But it's not like we're particularly struggling with gold either, but we might as well, I suppose. And yeah, that pretty much kind of concludes, I suppose, a counter. We can quickly jump in and check out what we want to check out. Oh yeah, content progression level. So when it comes to clearing the content, we have all of the variants finished. It's cool. Variant 4 is coming out soon, so we are anxiously waiting for that. Obviously, the labyrinth's been explored ages ago, and we are also on top of our Act 6 exploration. We're just waiting for 6.4 to 100% that. And yeah, so we're basically on top of everything. We have explored everything, finished everything, eagerly waiting for the next piece of content to jump into and see how that works out. But yeah, that pretty much will do for it, I think. What do you guys think? If you have any questions about the account and things like that, do leave a comment. I'll do my best to reply. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This was an account tour, such as it was. Happy for finally breaking 2 million mark. Has been long coming. And yeah, that will do for today. And I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.